the Vice President for Education of the New York Philharmonic Orchestra, Mr. Theodore Wiprud.
Thank you so much, Ambassador Grisha, Consul de Leon. Thank you so much for having us here. I feel very privileged to be here tonight. Does anybody else feel privileged?
Yes.
Yeah, this is a very special occasion. You know, in my position at the New York Philharmonic, at one of the great orchestras of the world, where someday you may see some of these young people, I hear a lot of concerts. I hear a lot of really good concerts. I have never heard a better or more moving concert than what we're hearing tonight. These young musicians have already learned the most important thing about making music, which is joy, which is love, right? Music is joy. Music is love that's shared among the players and sent out to all of us. It's an incredible gift. And how young musicians learn this is actually a mystery, right? I mean, we know how to teach technique. We know how to teach ensemble. But it doesn't come alive until you see something like what we had, well, in every piece. But I must say, when they came out and played the Bach Brandenburg Concerto, with such independence, such communication between them, such joy, that's just something that for a musician, for an educator, I mean, it just moves you so deeply. I was glad I had a handkerchief with me, and that I've had a little time to compose myself. So, the New York Philharmonic not only performs all over the world the great classical repertoire, the New York Philharmonic is also deeply involved in education in many ways, and we often carry out that mission through partnerships with all sorts of organizations. And some of those organizations are located in Asia, in Europe, all over the world. And so it was a wonderful treat when I and several of my colleagues at the New York Philharmonic were invited to spend a week in the Philippines getting to know Ang Bishon. I don't need to tell probably most of the people in this audience what an overwhelming experience it is to arrive in the Philippines for the first time and spend a week there, both in the incredibly exciting, dense city of Manila, but also traveling around the countryside. So much natural beauty, so much vitality, so much striving of all the teachers and young people we saw, because we weren't there as tourists, although we got to see a lot of wonderful things. We were there really as teachers and also as detectives. You know, we wanted to find out what this thing is that's being talked about all over the world. And it turned out to be quite something, but it's, you know, there is a mystery about why, as Eric was telling us, it is the fastest growing and really among the highest achieving such things in the world. When I wrote a blog about this, I was really trying to figure out what it could be, and you know, I don't think it's simply that the Filipino people are so musical. I mean, that may be a great advantage, but there's something more going on, and from having met many of the teachers and administrators, and especially Joviani and Tiki, my best guess is that it really has to do with a special quality of compassion. That sharing music and creating the possibility of a life in music is an incredible gift. And they have found just such a humane way to care for each of these children as a person with a whole life and all that potential in front of them. And with the conviction that playing music like this unlocks something special. It's a really rare opportunity we all have right now, that this is happening at this moment in the Philippines, with these people, with these children, and so many hundreds more, much younger, just at the very beginning, who look up to these young people as their role models. These are the people they want to become. And then these young people are able to come here to New York and work with members of the New York Philharmonic. And you know, it's a constant process of moving up and realizing your full potential. Yeah, it's a great moment of opportunity, and my message for you tonight really is that this movement, this mission, deserves support. It's grown incredibly fast. It can do so much more. It needs support to do that. So I hope everybody in this room will think of some way that if you felt the privilege of being here, you also feel a responsibility for helping this movement grow. It's going to change the Philippines. It's certainly going to change music around the world. Thank you so much.